In Tokyo this week, a moment of silence commemorating Japan's World War II surrender, just days after the U.S. dropped 2 atomic bombs there. And in neighboring South Korea, a ceremony marking its 1945 liberation from more than 3 decades of Japanese colonial rule. The relationship between these two nations has never fully recovered, but a shared threat is bringing them closer.
The missile tests from Pyongyang have stepped up quite a lot in recent months. The peace process as it used to be, to the extent it used to be, is no longer really in play. And Japan is very concerned as well.
Seoul is now keen on turning the page.
Korea and Japan are now partners who share universal values and pursue common interests. In order to fundamentally block North Korea's nuclear and missiles threats, the Republic of Korea, the United States, and Japan must closely cooperate on reconnaissance assets.
With the Biden administration's laser focus on the Asia-Pacific, these 3 leaders will now gather at the U.S. president's retreat outside of Washington.
Much of what you will see come out of this summit are concrete initiatives that address the broad expanse of that affirmative agenda, including security questions.
Bringing together Asia's 2 strongest democracies also undoubtedly sends a signal to China, a global power that remains in an uneasy relationship with the U.S.
It's a train that is moving towards greater deterrence from the U.S. perspective, bringing allies and partners more on board and having them ramp up on their military readiness and capabilities and spending.
Beijing condemned the trilateral summit.
China opposes the practice of the relevant countries to piece together small circles of various forms that aggravate confrontation and undermine the strategic security of other countries.
The U.S. pushed back.
There's no reason to view this summit as provocative or any kind of step or effort to incite tensions. What this is about is deepening our partnership.
That will require a reliable American foreign policy approach unchanged by elections.
The political risk isn't just about dealing with China, it's also dealing with the United States. And one of the most complicated issues in dealing with the United States right now is a lack of clarity.
One thing is certain, the summit will put on a show of solidarity between old foes that Washington can take credit for. Yasmine El-Sabawi, TRT World, Washington.